Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a KV-1. It's a Tier 5 Soviet heavy tank, and this one's located on the east spawn of Airfield under the command of Q2. Yes, it's one of my accounts again. And this one is using the 122mm howitzer, the derp gun. So, stand by for some derpy action. Battle started. Right, they started development of the KV-1 in 1938. They built 2,769 of them in total. And it was actually built, they started mass production in 1939 before the Winter War against Finland. And they were still very effective against the German army when they invaded in 1941. In fact, they were very, very effective indeed. The Germans were very worried when they came up against KV-1s, because they were so difficult to kill, but they were slow, and whenever they had formations of T-34s and KV-1s, the KV-1s would always lag behind and the T-34s would be up front. And of course it was the KV-1s which had all the power. They had the ones with the big guns, but they did actually have a variety of guns. Sometimes they carried the 57mm, sometimes other guns, the 76mm stock. And we've got our first victim, an M5A1 Stuart, and he's just sitting there, and I'm badly angled at the moment, just reloading. Fired another one into him, lost some hit points than that Stuart. He's actually got 198 of my hit points. Not very happy about that, but that was me bad angling. Now going after that 14 TP, I want him. And he pulls around the corner, and at that moment I see a T28, and he fires around into me as well. Well, 14 TP got a bit brave pants, and that was a bit of a mistake because I just derped him out of existence with one shot. 360 hit points to me. But that T28 is a bit of a nuisance. It's got a 57mm gun, which means he can easily penetrate my armour. And I really don't fancy getting riddled with shells from that T28. Yeah, he's still there. I think he wants to pop out and take shots at me every now and then. Yeah, and I'm rocking backwards and forwards, waiting for him to do it, and he doesn't. So I've said, okay, well, I'm just going to bypass you, sunshine. I'm not going to pay attention to you. I'm going to go to the enemy area. Yes, I actually drove up there to start with, thinking if he pops around the corner next time I'll have him, but I'm not going to pay any attention to him. I'm going to bypass him altogether. Can't see anybody over there. I know my team are engaged with that AMX-40 and they're on Temple Mount, so I'm going to drive all the way around the outside, and I drove straight up a hill. Whoops. That was a bit embarrassing. Wasn't paying attention to what I was driving, and took a round from that T28 for my trouble. So, lost half my hit points, and I'm now going to head past the hangars. Hopefully I'll come across an Arty or two. There's 3 Artys in the game, and I just drove into the hangar. Another embarrassing moment. About to wreck a Hurricane. Nobody there. Surely there must be some Arty up here. Oh, there's a DW2. No shots. See how slow the KV-1 is. It really didn't have a very powerful engine, actually. But they've got one of these at the Tank Museum, and it's actually quite interesting to look it over. Okay, well, no Arty up here so far. This is a bit disappointing. I thought I'd at least have something to shoot at. But I'm round in the enemy rear, and I don't think the enemy really expected me to be this far. And I see the DW2, and I think, right, I'll have a chunk at him. No, he's behind the building, so I can't get a shot at him. But somebody was having a shot at him. I think it was one of our Artys. So let's have a look around the corner. What's in the next box? Oh, what do I see here? Okay, well, I'll have these ones. Thank you very much. And I hit the M41 first because I didn't want to disturb the AMX-13AM. But it appears he's found out why his teammates stopped firing. So that's the Pascucci's and the high caliber. Now there's a... Oh! And there's another Arty. It's a Panzer Selbstfahrerfetter Pier B. Reloading. He's going to have another go at me, I think. Oh! Just missed. Okay, I'm going to have to drive in. He's hidden himself. I do so want that Dumitru. And at close range it's going to be a little easier to hit him. I don't know why my shells were going astray, but here we go. Bye bye. Ammo racked him. Okay, we've got the DW2. I'm just reloading. Time to go. Hello. Bye bye. It's read to kill. Okay, I've got 5 already. I just need 1 more to get a Top Gun. There's a KV-1S just on the other side. The enemy is now capping the RCAP area. I think that's the AMD 178B. Okay, here comes the KV-1S. Bad mistake, Mr. KV-1S. And there, up there is a Panzer 4H who quickly hides himself to avoid getting wiped out with 1 shot. And I'm looking towards him every now and then to give him the right idea. And another round goes into the KV-1S. That's it. I'll just creep up on you and thank you. I'll have another. And 1 more shot. And we're capping out. You get 1 more. Come on. That's it. Thank you. Top Gun. And oh, we don't get a chance to kill the Panzer 4H. Oh, that's such a pity. But there you go. So, let's have a look at the end of battle stats for this one. I feel kind of disappointed in myself. And yes, I actually managed to get, and I'm not sure if this is working. I did press the button. Okay, I got a mastery bag, an ace tanker, and it's the first ace tanker I managed to get on the KV-1 on this account. I also picked up a demolition expert, 5 for effect, and a bruiser medal. But yes, this is the bit I should be ashamed at. I got a Dumitru's medal. I killed 3 Arty, but I did it by driving around the outside the roadblocks and took out the enemy from behind. I picked up a high caliber for dealing the most damage and a Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills. And a win 8 for the game, 8,056. On the team scores, you can see I got 1,789 hit points of damage, which is more than double the next highest scorer, which was the AMX CLC Beers, who got 873, and that was on the enemy team. When it came to kills, I got 6 kills, which is a couple more than the Panzer 4H, who did survive the battle, and the ELC, who only got 3 kills in the end. And when it came to base XP, I got 1,299. The next highest scorer had less than half of my score, the AMX40, got 516. And then we got the VK3001H, who got 361. Of course, and he's behind both the Panzer 4H and the AMX CLC. I fired 14 rounds in that game. I got 10 direct hits and 4 penetrations and 7 splash. Damage of 1,789 hit points, all of it at close range. I received 11 hits from the enemy. 5 of them were penetrations, 5 non-penetrations. In fact, actually, that M5 Stuart managed to get a huge amount of my damage, as well as that T28, and that was very unfortunate, really. But there we go. You know, it happens. 1 hit result of splash damage. That was from the Panzer Selbstfahrerfetter, who did actually pay attention to what was going on to his teammates. And I blocked damage of 415 hit points. I spotted 5 enemy vehicles, damaged 7 of the enemy, killed 6 of them, and did damage assistance of 110 hit points, and managed to get 45 capture points whilst I was in the cap, trying to cap out. It was obviously I had to cap because there was somebody at the other end, and if I didn't cap, they could obviously score. So I really couldn't decap and allow the enemy to win, because I don't think anybody could actually get back to that AMD in time. But, or at least I'm not sure that they did, but I'll have another look at that later. On the credit side, I earned 42,114 credits, and after ammunition resupply and repair, in fact, actually, I didn't have to resupply ammunition, I had plenty spare, I actually took away 39,840 credits. I got 5 bonds for getting the Dumitru's High Caliber and Top Gun, and 1,948 XP, times 2 for the first victory, 3,897 experience points altogether. So it does pay sometimes to bypass somebody who's being a bit of a nuisance. That T28 could have put more holes into me, and if I'd actually tried to drive up and take him out, I might not have been able to get around the outside to get at the Arty and then go in through the back and then take out that KV-1S. So it did actually pay off in the end, because I did get the Top Gun, High Caliber and the Dumitru's out of it, and that's worthwhile. So if you enjoyed that replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.